Auditor-General Tsakani Maluleke has expressed concern over the ongoing trend of poor audit outcomes in municipalities, revealing that only 41 out of the 257 councils received a clean audit. Maluleke presented the 2023-2024 Consolidated General Report on local government audit outcomes in Parliament this week. SALGA has called for urgent action to address the declining audit performance in municipalities. SALGA's portfolio head of municipal finance, Lerato Phasha, is joining us for this chat. Lerato, very good morning to you. Thank you so much for making time for us this morning. Let's speak about this call for urgent action to be taken, considering that you have 45% of municipalities not being able to get clean audits.
Good morning, Aldrin, and good morning to the viewers. Yes, at SALGA we are concerned because municipalities are our members, and we have come up with programs over time, over the years, but I think those programs just need a little bit more scalability and integration amongst ourselves, National Treasury and COGTA, as we are mandated to support municipalities to improve on service delivery and also financial management.
Yeah, and the other part around what the Auditor General is raising here is the skill set. So now not only the skill set of the bureaucrats, but political deployees as well. She speaks specifically about the mayors as well as the speakers of councils.
Yes, I think one of the fundamental issues with regards to audit outcomes is leadership. And I think over time, municipalities had focused only on qualifications rather than skills that are needed and capabilities that are needed in terms of financial management oversight and just overall management of the finances of municipalities. What we have also analyzed was that in the agenda of professionalization, we realized that the political arm, which is a very important arm of leadership within municipalities, needed to be capacitated to be able to make the right decisions in terms of issues of finance and how to best deal with consequence management when we have repeat findings or when there is no improvement in municipalities.
Yeah, and is it possible really to have that conversation with a positive outcome in the absence of speaking to political parties themselves, who are the ones who ultimately decide and who they want to deploy to a certain position, a councillor that they want to deploy to a certain position, but that councillor, for instance, doesn't necessarily have the requisite skills to even look through audit outcomes or financial statements?
Yes, I think SALGA has been doing a lot of work in terms of engaging political parties, because we understand that it is the political parties that feeds the system, and the electorate is the one that votes for whom the political parties had selected. And we'll also be doing a lot of engagements in terms of making them understand the status of finances of municipality and the state of general local government performance, so that they have an understanding of the type of caliber of leaders that are needed in municipalities, particularly in MMC roles and mayor roles, whom have legislative roles and responsibility in terms of accountability, and how they need to manage certain things if things are not done in a manner that is expected.
Yeah, and just quickly speak to us about the risks that are involved if you have a situation like for instance, with the City of Johannesburg, as the Auditor General has painted, that are failing to provide quality financial statements. What are the risks that are involved there? And here we're speaking about the City of Johannesburg, the biggest metro on the continent, well, at least on the Southern Hemisphere, and the most populous as well.
One of the risks that is there is municipalities are supposed to fairly present their financial information in the annual financial statements. So quality looks into whether were we transparent, whether were we honest in terms of what is stated in the financial statement, because if it's not, whether it was reviewed thoroughly in terms of whether the information that is stated there is correct, and it's fairly represent what the financial status of municipalities are. It's not necessarily about, for an example, with fruitless and wasteful expenditures, municipalities need to identify it and fairly state it in the financial statement, because when the auditors come and you have not disclosed the true amount that is supposed to be there, that's where the problem comes in. But if we fairly presented it, then it is not really raised as a finding. It will just be disclosed how much has costed the municipalities in terms of UIFW.
Okay, thank you so much. Lerato Phasha there is SALGA's portfolio head for municipal finance.